Oh, hey everyone. In my last update, I talked about the effect that COVID-19 has on the real estate business in Calgary and how we're handling the situation in regards to our day-to-day operations, especially when it comes to protecting everyone around us. So last time I covered and talked about open houses, how I'm doing virtual open houses now. I also talked about showings. I talked about meetings and appointments, inspections, and what to expect, going forward. And in today's video, I'll be covering any changes that have taken place since my last update. So let's jump into it. First off, before we start, I want to assure you that I remain as committed as ever to helping you and keeping you informed with any real estate goals that you might have. Now, when it comes to residential real estate services, it was recently deemed as an essential service, which means that myself as well as anybody in industry can be out working. Having said that, I do want to reassure you, just like I stated last time, we're taking all the precautions necessary and recommended for us to keep our clients as well as other agents and really everyone that's involved in the sale by maintaining physical distance, by doing things like wearing gloves all the time, sanitizing at all times, and most importantly, only leaving when no other option is available. Now, when it comes to appraisers, there's been a recent change as most appraisers and lenders are now moving forward with appraisal reports, but to protect all parties involved from the spread, they are actually accepting full appraisals without a physical interior inspection. So what they're doing is they're asking the customer to complete an inspection using a third-party chat service, and they're using things like WhatsApp, Skype, FaceTime. And what they're doing is recording a virtual tour, taking screenshots or photos and adding, collecting those and adding them to the appraisal report. Now, the appraiser himself or herself, they might actually come out and do an external appraisal of the property or check it externally if that, that permits, or they're even asking the site, the owner of the property to do it themselves as well and then share all the details with them. When it comes to land titles and closings, the latest from the Alberta Land Titles Office is that there is no more public access or in-person counter services. Now, lawyers will still be able to register and do transfer of lands, mortgages, and pull any necessary information to operate as usual for the time being. So if you're currently in a potential real estate deal, make sure to talk to your lawyer and have them pull any information necessary or required as soon as possible, just so you have everything ready as you move closer to your closing and to your possession date. The other concern that we've had some questions about, I actually was just talking with a buyer earlier today about this, is around the uncertainty of fulfilling the purchase contract after it's been firmed up, and especially around possession date, as we're unsure what the near future holds. So what I want you to keep in mind is that the laws of the purchase contract still very much apply. And even though we might need to account, for example, for things like delay or anything else that might come up due to the COVID-19, a binding contract is still a binding contract. But to add some clarity and to set expectations, I am now recommending that a special clause is inserted in the purchase contract in case anything comes up around COVID-19. And if you'd like to learn more about what that process looks like, make sure to head over to planwithmike.ca and schedule a call with me, and I'll be happy to share all the information with you. Now, when it comes and in regards to our market activity, and as we kind of approach the end of March here, I'll give you a quick update as my full report, as normal, will be coming out next week. And if you're not getting, by the way, those reports, make sure to leave a comment below with the word report, and I'll make sure to start including you as well. Overall, when we're looking at the market, we definitely have seen a decrease in sellers who are taking their house off the market. And so far, it hasn't been a huge drop, but it's definitely significant enough to the amount of available homes that buyers are looking for. As well as some buyers have put their plans on hold so they can evaluate, their personal situation when it comes to work and finances and make sure that's still a smart or proper decision to make and move forward. The last thing they would want is to have to withdraw from a deal just because changes due to the COVID-19 situation. Deals for March were definitely, much lower from previous years. And as we move forward and enter into a new month, it's safe to say that we are all learning how to cope, how to adjust, how to work around these new world issues that's currently affecting us and everybody around us. I do hope they are all keeping safe and find comfort. I want you to find comfort in knowing that this will at some point pass, hopefully sooner than later. And please reach out to me if you have any specific questions or if there's anything at all that I can help with, and I'll continue to keep you updated. I'll chat with you guys soon.